I can see the future. My prediction is TLCs is going to suck hard. Harder than the rain that is pelting my apartment window. So let's get into predictions. If you hear splattering of water, unfortunately, we are probably having the worst rainstorm in this province's history. We're getting like 160 milliliters or millimeters. I don't know, probably like that much. That's my wife's tea that she left before she went to work. All right, so TLCs with an S, because they added another stupid match to this show, is this Sunday. I wanted to wait until the SmackDown spoilers were out to see if there was any new matches announced. There wasn't. But one of the cool things that was announced, and you all should get behind this, and watch, if you have the WWE Network, watch NXT TakeOver Our Evolution this Thursday night. The Ascension, Connor and Victor, it's their final match in NXT. They're going up against the former Kenta and Prince DeWitt, Finn Balor and Hideo Itami. And they're getting called up. They're getting called up to the big league. So good on them. It's about time we get some other people. Also, real quick, to help advertise, I'm liking this thing that they do on Raw to advertise the 2-hour specials. Is that they have an NXT person come in and wrestle. Last time it was a tag match between Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn, and Tyler Breeze, Tyson Kidd. And then that went trending because he hit the red arrow, and, you know, we're still waiting to see where Adrian or Sami are going to come in. I think Adrian Neville will get called up first because I'm anticipating Sami Zayn winning the title this Thursday, and then immediately Kevin Owens coming in and going heel and going right after Sami Zayn. I'm anticipating just kind of like, okay, yeah, they're different names, but they're still Kevin Steen, El Generico, and they had, you know, a great tag team run in Ring of Honor, and then they had a great feud in Ring of Honor. So we'll say that. I really want to just talk about NXT. I really don't want to talk about TLC. Because here's the thing. I make it a point to try and watch NXT every Thursday. I have skipped the last 2 Raws. I don't care. Especially when it was the Anonymous Raw GM, which they wrote off that it was Hornswoggle. So why even bother? But apparently, from what I read, they just canceled that out right anyway. Alright, so let's go over. Okay, so the kickoff match, so far, there have been, the last kickoff show, there was, I think, like 3 matches. There was, like, Jack Swagger versus Cesaro. There was the advertised match, or, sorry, not advertised, oh, God, what is there? There's Bad News Barrett, and, oh, yeah, the re-debut of Fandango, which, what the fuck happened there? He's off TV again. So the kickoff match is The New Day versus Golden Stardust, which I have yet to see The New Day's debut because I've been watching Raw and SmackDown. I don't know what to make it. Like, it looked like at first they were gonna do, you know, Nation 2.0, which I think would have been a great idea. But then I think they kind of backed off because of what happened in Ferguson. So they're just like, this is a pretty hot topic, and I don't think we should push the envelope right yet. Give it a few years. They'll bring out like an Attitude Era of 2.0, because they're going to have to. Viewership is going down. I will agree with some critics that have written out there that said there are more people out there that used to watch pro wrestling than there are currently watching pro wrestling. Because, you know, back in those days when you were in college, like, everyone was watching Raw. Everyone was watching Nitro. And now that they bought it, no one really cares anymore because there's no competition. No one's given that choice. This, I think New Day will win. I foresee, now that they're not tag champions anymore, I foresee a breakup between Gold and Stardust. I think that Cody will just stop using the Stardust gimmick and just be like, hey man, like, I did what you did. I became a freak. I became a bizarre person. We won the tag belts, but we didn't keep them long. So why should I continue? And you're the reason we lost. So yeah, let's fight at Mania. Well, it'll never happen. Common sense in WWE? What the hell's that? This got added. Rusev versus Jack Swagger for the United States Championship. Why do we think that Swagger's gonna win now? Like, I know he's attacking him because of Zeb Coulter, but like he had like a 3-month program with Rusev at the beginning of this year and couldn't get the job done. What do we think he's gonna get the job done any different? So Rusev's retaining. I honestly don't know. Like, with this mid-card belt on him, I don't know who's gonna beat him. I mean, he squashes everyone that he's been with. So, Nikki Bella versus AJ Divas Championship. Don't care. This storyline makes absolutely no sense. I mean, they did the whole, like, I wish you died in the womb. We're going to have a match. You're my bitch now for 30 days. Oh, we're in day 29, so you're free tomorrow. Oh, wait, we're besties again. You wish death upon me in the womb, but I still love you. It's fucking stupid. Horseshit. Horseshit. Unless they're planning to turn Brie, which I don't think they are, because they are kind of working cohesive from what I've read. I've not seen Raw, but from what I read, people are just like, the fuck is going on? Like, you guys don't know how to write this show. I'm talking about creative. So, honestly, I anticipate Nikki retaining because of, I think they're going to send a message to AJ, to CM Punk, for like, fuck you for quitting and then getting signed to UFC. Like, and for the last 2 podcasts you've done with Colt Cabana, where you basically buried our company because you say our doctors and all that, and we tell wrestlers they're forced to work hurt. Yeah, I think they're gonna send a message. But yeah, good on. Thank you, Dana White. You've given me an excuse to start watching UFC again. Here's why. Because he's a name. Do I expect Phil Brooks, CM Punk, to win every match he's in? No. Do I expect him even to win his first match? No. But you know what? You got a name in there people recognize. I don't recognize 1,000 people with the last name Silva, or the 1,000 people with the last name of Gracie, or 1,000 people with the last name of whatever. There's too many people with the same name. You know, this is why. I'm trying to think of an example. Okay, easy example. Let's go back to Zeb, to Dutch Mantel. When Steve Austin was first starting, he wasn't Steve Austin. Actually, Steve Austin not even his real name. Steve Williams. And he comes in and he's just like, you can't be Steve Williams. And he's like, why the fuck not? I've been wrestling everywhere else. It's like, well, god damn it, do you not read the Pro Wrestling Illustrated, or do you not read newsletters and all that? He's like, no. We've got a guy named Steve Williams already. Dr. Death Steve Williams. He's over in Japan right now kicking ass. And he's like, shit. What you call me? He's like, figure out something else. He's like, alright, I'm back. Did you think of another name? No. It's like, alright, fuck it. You're Steve Austin. He's like, well, I don't want that name. I don't want to be, $6 billion man or whatever. Steve Austin there. And that's how we got Steve Austin. Then it was Stunning Steve Austin, then the Ringmaster, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, yeah, it's like too many names. Okay, I lost my place here. Let's see here. Luke Harper versus Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Could possibly steal the show. I anticipate Luke Harper winning. Ziggler does not need any more mid-card belts at this point. He needs to be in the main event picture because he's the future. He needs to be in this. So yeah, I anticipate Luke Harper retaining. Tag team bout. Stop skipping over. I'm doing this on WWE.com because they don't have an updated card over on the dirt sheet sites. Tag team championships: Miz and Mizdow versus the Usos. So this is interesting. They're starting to do this thing where maybe there's a little dissension with Mizdow, because he wanted to slam me and Miz took it away from him. We're still doing the whole gimmick thing, and he's not allowed to hold the real tag belt. He has to hold those gimmick tag belts. I mean, this is a good gimmick for him, but are they going to pull the trigger and actually give him a shot? Who knows? I'm going to scoot up a little bit there. Let me just fix this real quick. because I seem to be, I slouch a lot. Professionalism. Fixing the camera in the middle of the shot. There, that's better. So yeah, they're also playing this thing now where they're actually acknowledging on air the marriage between Naomi and Jimmy, or Trinity and John. I bet there's still this, like, I was like, oh, the Total Divas are coming back in January, and Paige and Alicia Fox are going to be on there. Don't care anymore. Yeah, I'm taking a cue from another YouTuber I just watched today. No more reviews of Total Divas because nobody's watching them. I mean, if you want them, tell me. If you don't, they're done. I'll just watch you make fun of them on Twitter. I don't think it's right to. It's not the right time to break up Miz and Mizdow, so they're still going to be tag champions. Okay, chairs match between Ryback and Kane. Corporate Kane. Okay, Authority no longer exists. At least Stephanie and Triple H are not there anymore. So why are the rest of the Authority still hanging around? They can't do anything. They should just go their separate ways. Even so, why doesn't Kane just wear his tights to the ring? Why has Kane never worn his just tight? I know you don't have that full body thing when you got the mask, but you still got your just regular tights. Go wear those. Don't wear dress pants. You know how easily those rip. I anticipate. Well, this is gonna be Ryback's win. He kind of needs one after Survivor Series and getting taken out. Let's see here. Oh, yes. This is fucking retarded. Eric Rowan versus Big Show. Okay, I called Big Show versus John Cena, but they had that match on Raw Monday night. Thank God. Last thing we needed on pay-per-view is John Cena versus Big Show. So, it's Eric Rowan versus Big Show in a stairs match. Okay, this is the problem I have with this pay-per-view. Is that it's built around the one match that the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian put on the map. Only on that one match. That's the only match people should really care about. Then you throw in a regular ladder match where the belt's hanging. Then you've got a match where you just use chairs. Then you've got a tables match. Tables match are fine because the objective is just to put your opponent to the table and you win. Now a stairs match. What the fuck is a stairs match? Look, you can only use the stairs? Guess what? That's a no DQ match. I mean, what's to stop Big Show from saying, fuck the stairs, I'm getting a chair? The ref gonna stop him and be like, oh no, can't use a steel chair. This is a stairs match. You're only allowed to use the stairs. Fuck you! Fuck you! This is no DQ. I'll use whatever the fuck I want. If there's a sledgehammer left there by Triple H, I'll use that. It's gimmick infringement, but I'll still use it. You know why? Because it's a no DQ match. Oh, I don't care who wins this one. This is fucking clown shoes. This is stupid. This is retarded. This is the dumbest idea I've ever heard. This is dumber than the Terradome. Remember the Terradome? That big, ugly, six-sided steel cage from TNA where you had to climb out a tiny little hole? And then when Homicide couldn't do it, he was just like, shit, this is going south quickly. No contest because he used a weapon. I'm like, it's a cage match. It's no DQ. You can do whatever you want. Mind you, this was TNA Impact's first live Monday night show. They were trying to go up against Raw with this shit. See, people watch that and they're like, this is stupid. I think people were chanting change the channel, and they did because then Bret Hart came back, so. Had a video on my old Blip account about that, but that's gone. Yeah, stairs match. Fucking stupid. Same with chairs match. Stupid. Like, what's to stop me? Like, I could go to the ref. What's to stop me from going underneath the ring and grabbing something else? What's to stop me from grabbing a kendo stick and wailing on people? This should be, and they're starting to do this. I don't know what they're calling the February pay-per-view offhand, but it's not Elimination Chamber. Because There's no fucking way Brock Lesnar will be booked in Elimination Chamber. He's going to the Rumble, whether he's losing to Cena or he's retaining. There's no way he's showing up for Elimination Chamber. He'll fuck off and then he'll come back for Mania. So, what's the point of having Elimination Chamber matches when there's no title? You know? You understand, back in the brand extension when there was 2 world champions, the world champions would defend them, or people would fight for the #1 contendership. But, yeah, so they're changing that. How about you go back and take this year, make a New Year's resolution. Take away all your themed pay-per-views. They're not working anymore. Especially in this PG era, no one's going to believe in a Hell in a Cell match anymore, because no one's going to blade, no one's going to gank blood, well, at least for this year with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, they recreated most of the Mick Foley Taker matches by, going on the top of the cage, fighting there, going through the table, and then doing weapons. But still, the fact of no blood is hurting it. So TLC has to go away. Bring back Vengeance. You've got all these names that you don't use anymore. You got No Way Out. You've got Vengeance. You've got the Bash. You don't even do the Bash of the Beach anymore, or the Great American Bash. Well, you never did Bash of the Beach. You just called it the Bash. You used to call it the Great American Bash. But you got all these names. You can just rip off fucking WCW names. WWE Starrcade. WCW or WWE Halloween Havoc. That could be your October pay-per-view. I'm giving you a freebie here, WWE. Please. You don't listen to internet marks anyway, so why am I even bothering? Okay, and here's another example of batshit stupid booking. Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt, and it's in TLC. 2 years ago, this made no sense. You had Kane, Daniel Bryan, and Ryback versus The Shield in a TLC match. Okay, TLC matches are supposed to be for contracts, briefcases, or belts. You need an objective to climb up and grab something. I know you've got a ladder match for the IC belt. That's fine. But it actually should be a TLC match and more people should be involved. Put the TLC match for the tag belts. That's what propelled the tag division in the early 2000s, was TLC matches. Like, basically this is just a no DQ match. And it's kind of funny, it's like the parallels between what I'm asking for and what's happened with WWE 2K15, because they've taken out a lot of match types. Because I think they kind of realized these are all the same. Except for the fact that, well, like I said, TLC is a ladder match, but you just have tables. I mean, in those games, you could have a ladder match, and you could still pull out tables and chairs and shit. So, what was the point of having, that different name? So, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt. They had no conclusive winner last pay-per-view Survivor Series. He just buried him under shit, and it's like, TLC's next month, gotta push that. Does it matter who wins in this? Like, I really don't know what they're planning on doing with Dean Ambrose after this. Like, they had this nice little thing where he had a nice feud with Seth Rollins for, 6 months? And it was stretched out because he had to do a movie, and then Roman Reigns got taken out. Excuse me. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter who wins this one. And finally, the main event of the night. It is going to be a tables match between John Cena and Seth Rollins. And the blinking laptop, which was an authority for 1 week, and I'm surprised Santino doesn't come out the next week and just be like, I supersede the laptops, and I says John Cena's title opportunity not on the line. So yeah, here's the deal. If John Cena loses, he loses his #1 contendership that he won like 3 months ago. So he's no longer #1 contender. But Seth Rollins, he doesn't lose the briefcase. In fact, since Money in the Bank, he has not been told to put the briefcase on the line at all. Like, I think it was what, SummerSlam. That was the lumberjack match. That's the match that Dean Ambrose picked. He's like, "Oh, I won the right to pick my stipulation." You know, what should have done there, Dean? You should have said it's a lumberjack match, but if I win, I get your contract. That was the thing back in the day. Is that Edge and Dolph Ziggler and I don't think Rob Van Dam did it, but several superstars had that briefcase and they treated it like a belt. This was like a mid-card belt. This was like, you can't take this. This is my championship opportunity. This is mine. It's like, well, I'm putting it on the line, so it's going to be in a ladder match, so you better deal with it. And if I win, the contract just supersedes to me. I mean, that's how they got their out with Mr. Kennedy. Because he won, and he's like, I'm going to cash in at WrestleMania. And then he got hurt, and he's just like, it's just like, I put that briefcase on for a championship. So you better put that as a championship. And he's like, yeah, okay. And then he gets belted with it. He wins it, and then he goes, because Taker was hurt too. So, Cena's winning this one. There's no way. They have to lead to Brock and Cena at the Royal Rumble. With Rollins, I don't know what they're going to do with him after this. Like, Royal Rumble's coming up, and it seems like nobody's got anything for anyone to do. I mean, we've got Adam Rose and the Bunny. Yeah, if you got anything important to do Sunday, like, I don't know, dinner with the family, you got an office Christmas party to go to, go to that. TLC is going to suck. I'm sorry, I always like to stay, like, I'm looking forward to this and this and this, but I really don't care about TLC this year. TLCs! Sorry, that stupid stairs match. Ugh. Yeah, don't bother with this. I'll tell you everything that happens. I mean, go read results. Go, watch my video Sunday night after I post it. I don't. I'm gonna watch it. Kind of have to. Not looking forward to it. I'm probably gonna skip the pre-show this year. But yeah, like, this is not gonna be good. Anyways, they wonder why their stocks are going down. They wonder why their viewership's going down. Media this year, there has to be a major change. Like, Sting can go and do his match with Triple H, but it's time for new stars. It's time for new companies. I've never really was a fan of Impact, but with them finally getting a new station that's actually going to give a damn about them, and hopefully Jarrett's promotion gets some traction, especially with JR doing the announcing. Hopefully we can get some real competition. Hopefully WWE will fall on its ass so hard that people will have no choice but to go to other places and be like, hey, this is kind of cool. I think I'll stay here for a while. It's either going to be another wrestling promotion or it's going to be UFC now that CM Punk's involved. Even though that the UFC's been kicking their ass in pay-per-view buy rates for years now. People are more interested in that. But, yeah. This is not going to be a good show.